impressive.
Okay, so you're the one with the knowledge on this one. Which way are you leaning? How do you see it panning out?
I'm going to lean toward Hills in this game, and predominantly on the back of their superstar Mackenzie Davis, who's at dummy half now, number 15.
Okay, so that's the key according to Gab Rose. In the experts chair today, there's Chloe Baker taking it forward for the Hornets over the halfway line. Nice run out of dummy half. Got support on the outside. Baker once again backing up. That'll be a turnover on the last. Brindie holding on nicely. They've got numbers out wide. Good run there. That was Brodie Maguire doing the work for Brindie. So they keep it alive. Back on the inside. Subs on the field as they go through the line, Brindie. We don't have a number 8. I'm guessing that might be Holly Nielsen in for the opening try of the day.
She's dropped the ball.
No, so no try. I was about to award it.
There was nobody on her.
No, sliced through the line.
Mark that moment down. That could be an important part early in this game.
And with the 3-2 scoring system in the finals, that could make all the difference. If Hills come back and score first, that could be a pivotal moment. Barely 2 minutes gone first half. Hills trying to regroup here. Good run up over the 10 towards the halfway line. Now trying to settle play down. That was Baker. No, that wasn't Baker. That was Jazzy Hollis. Now the 23, Olivia Hill. Turnover on the last. 10 short of halfway. Brindie end of the ground. Sarah Small in the 3. 6 is Eden Morrissey. Now the 9 turning it on the inside was Megan Scott. Short ball there was a nice one. Finding Elise Simpson in the 14.
They're throwing the ball around nicely, Brindie, to start this game.
Looking very sharp early on as they go up the middle here. Charlotte Newton with it. Newton still going. Newton holds it up, settles it. Lily Quigley now. Diminutive number 1. Goes into dummy half on the last. Tag needs to be made. She gets it away on the outside. Try this time. This time it's in. It'll count this time. 3-0 to the Brindie.
Yeah, she simply just got on the outside of her player with a play-through call from the referee and good hands by the winger to put the ball down cleanly that time.
So 3-0 Brindie capitalised. They blew it earlier, but this time they get the score. It might have been Charlotte Newton, is it out there in the 2, who scored for the Brindie. So 3-0 they lead. Now we've got a number 12 out there. I don't have a name for the 12. So we will continue on, but she got the score for Canberra. Hills looking to respond. Baker fires it left-hand side now. That's a lovely dive and score. Mackenzie Davis says, we'll see, we'll call. 3-2, Brindie leads. Hills strike back.
Brindie will be disappointed with that. They've had all the run of the play, but Hills, as expected, responded back straight away.
So 3-2 the scoreline, 7.5 remaining first half. At about 4 minutes play in the opening term. Nice work from the Hornets there. They strike back. 2 highly polished teams, these ones. Hills and Brindie. The winner will meet in the under-18 girls grand final. I'll have a look at my trusted spreadsheet. It'll either be, we'll need to confirm who's playing in that other semi-final.
I know the Roosters are playing because they beat Canterbury this morning.
So it'll be Wagga or Orange in the other quarter final. So it'll be East against East.
I think it was Wagga.
It was Wagga. So we could have a local flavour to the under-18 girls grand final. That'll be the co-main event at 2 o'clock this afternoon. Second last game, or 1 o'clock this afternoon rather. Second last game of the weekend will be the 18 girls decider, the co-main event. Here we see Hills on the attack once again. Olivia Hill, but a turnover comes the way of Canberra.
They're getting it over halfway each time, Hills, but I don't think they'd be totally happy with their finishes on the end of sets at the moment. Plenty of room for improvement for this great team.
Simpson on halfway. She heads to the sideline as they keep the play moving here, Brindie. That's Lily Quigley, the diminutive number 1. There's Newton. Now a nice run through the line. Touch was made, a diving touch on Chloe Smith. Nicely done there by the Hornets. On the last, Quigley fires it out. Newton, dummies, keeps it alive. Quigley, good hands, out wide, back on the inside. Quigley, touch was made. Had to be made a metre out, and they got there. Hills in the nick of time.
Yeah, they're playing a really nice, expansive game, Brindie, at the moment. Hills are playing quite compressed defence, so they're trying to utilise their speed and ball skills out wide.
Lob ball over the top was a nice one for Hills. They keep it going towards their own 10-metre line. Reinforcements back on the park for Hills. Weather's certainly a lot cooler today than it has been the last 2 days.
There's a fly play.
That's a lovely play through the line. Mackenzie Davis dots it down for try number 2. That makes it 4-3 to the Hornets. 5 minutes remaining first half.
We call that a simple fly play. They look like they're going to go down for the latch, and the player just pops out the other side. And who better to have running into a hole than Mackenzie Davis?
That was a beautiful piece of play from Davis. Ran that line beautifully, and there was no way they were going to catch her from there. So it's the Hornets in front by 1. Could we have a seesaw affair like we saw in the previous game, the 16 boys? Was there a drop ball there? I thought there might have been. Referee said no, play on. Eden Morrissey in the 6. That's a good running line. Touch, was it made? Yes.
Great defence.
Lani Hall with the dive there for Brindie.
They need to stick to their game here, Brindie. Keep doing what they've been doing well. They have found some opportunities.
Sykes played it. Hall kept it alive, but Hills come up with it. Turnover from Brindie. 4 minutes remaining first half. Hornets in front 4-3. Now they come to the right-hand side. A high ball there for Jacinta Hilton. Keeps it alive, but...
It's a good defensive set here by Brindie. Trying to trap them in their own half.
They've done very well. There's Jazzy Hollis keeping it alive on the outside. She'll be the option on the inside. Can't get on the end of that one. The pass was there for Hollis to catch, but just out in front of her, and fingertip control wasn't there. Hall. That's Morrissey giving it off. Ball comes out. Referee says we'll play it. Thank you.
Yeah,
just
they've only
inside the 10.
Got to get those fresh legs on now, Brindie.
Looking to do that. As we see a bit of a juggle there from Imogen Vaya in the 11. That's her with the visor on. She's a bit of a trademark of the touch football community, the visor. There she is again, Vaya, trying to cut through the line. That's a turnover on the last.
Good defence by Piper Johnson coming in off her link to pinch that last touch.
So Hills with possession inside 3 minutes remaining first half. 4-3 the scoreline. Now they push it out wide to the right-hand side. Hilton once again pushing up. There's Baker. She's been busy early on. Chloe Baker. Nice step there from Michaela Bowen. Fired it out wide, looking for Lily Simonson, but the hands weren't there from the number 2.
Same play that they tried before, but they had the option of it for the girl dummy and going through because the defence held off on that occasion.
Small takes it up for Brindie as they make more changes. Reinforcements on that short side right. Now Quigley. Nobody in front of her. Tried to draw the defence. A pass to Newton wasn't really there. And the turnover comes. Now Baker for the Hornets. Drew the winger. Tried to get across and find that winger. The referee says drop ball. In the play the ball. Brindie inside their own 10. Good attacking opportunity. Newton. Quigley fires it off. The 17 out there for the Hornets. For the Brindie rather as well.
They just need to settle themselves here, Brindie. Go back to what they were doing well. Nice wide play.
Brady Maguire in the 13. The wraparound ball was a nice one on the outside, finding the support runner.
I think she'd be good in the clear.
Yes, I'm still a fan of the grand final day sprint in each of the age groups. There'd be a bit of fun to be had. I reckon there'd be some girls and boys over 35 metres who could... I'd like to see the half field, but I've been told it should be full length.
Full length, yeah. Not sure you or I would be contenders in that race.
I'd struggle from the 7, just quietly. Last time I ran quickly was back in... Yes, anyway. We won't go there.
A few years ago.
Quite a few years ago, more than that. As we see a dive there from
Brindie.
Call the play through? No, I think they're going to say touch was made.
They've got a lot of height, this Brindie team, so if they can capitalise on that with a dive from a few metres out, they might just catch the Hills trying to get back on side.
There's a nice ball for Maguire on the right-hand side. Maguire, the dive. Touch was made.
They're peppering.
If they can score in this final 45 seconds before the break, put the Hornets on the back foot. There's Morrissey. They go back right-hand side through their hands. Couldn't hold on to it.
They had them there too on the out ball. They brought the middle defender across, so the Hills started to shut down. They just could not get the pass to stick.
Now the Hornets will be looking to clean out this first half and take it to the break with a 1-point lead. 4-3 the scoreline. Baker takes it forward. We've got a drop ball here, so Brindie with one last chance. 15 seconds to go, so probably one, maybe two plays at most.
I wonder if they're looking at the clock.
I'm sure they are. They spin it to the outside. Touches made.
Play.
There's the hooter in the background. Sirens being heard. Run downfield. Was the touch made? No. It's going to be try time.
Wow.
On the stroke of half time, Elise Simpson puts the Brindie in front 5-4.
That changes the game.
That changes everything. The halftime siren has sounded in the background. 5-4 the scoreline. Brindie leads Hornets at the break. Gabrose, what did you make of that first half from both these sides?
Well, I thought Brindie had probably more opportunities than the Hills, but the Hills just managed to capitalise the couple of ones that they had. But that first 3-point for that first try score definitely makes a big difference now.
That was a big score in the context of the game after the halftime siren. The Canberra side take the barest of leads into the break. I don't think Hills would be too concerned. Monique Nolan at the helm of the Hornets. I don't think she'd be too upset down by 1 point after the siren at halftime.
Yeah, she looks very calm there in the box, and the girls are all just taking a breath, having a sip of water, and they'll have some nice tips for them to come out hard in the second half, I would imagine.
And on the far side, Elise Wilson for the Brindie. Very much the same sort of composure being shown. That was a key word I heard on Friday. Composure the key. Both huddles showing showing plenty of composure.
I'd imagine that Brindie would be saying to keep that expansive play, keep doing what you're doing, using your speed. And from Hills, I think they'll be telling them just to get up the field, stick to their processes and try and go through the middle on those last couple of plays. Great
crowd here at Jubilee Park on the stadium field. Midway through grand final weekend, finals day. The under-18 girls semi-final. Brindie comes out of the rooms, out of their huddle.
There'll be a set play here by the Hills. I wouldn't be surprised if they try to condition the defence with a couple of plays and then come back with one of their options on the 4th or 5th.
As we see the siren sound and hear it in the background, we're underway for the second half. Hills running right to left on your screen. A drop ball early. 5-4. Canberra Brindie leads. That's them with the ball in the red with the blue shorts and blue bar. Hills in the predominantly maroon and gold.
Yeah, incorrect play. The ball there on touch 2 by Hills.
Ball to the outside for Canberra Brindie. Away and racing. That's Elise Simpson. They won't catch her. They extend the lead to 3.
Now it's getting interesting. They'll be under a lot of pressure now because they need to score 2 tries to get back in front, Hills. Let's see how they respond.
So it's 3 scores to 2, but 7-4 the scoreline in favour of Brindie.
And once again, just using the ball wide and using their speed.
I don't know if this would be classed as an upset, Gab. You're the expert on this, but I get the feeling Hills would be warm favourites coming into this semi-final.
Yes, I definitely think Hills would have been expected to win this one, but great pass.
The touch was made
Even
in the
better
far
touch.
corner. Great dive on the right flank for the touch to be made. Canberra's left side defence. Key play there. The step there. Ball through Baker. No. Referees called it back for a late pass.
Yeah, they're really defending hard on Mackenzie Davis. They've got a great game plan here, Brindie, and they're executing it very well at the moment.
So Canberra Brindie with possession. They'll play the ball now just outside their own 7. A perfect day for football in the Riverina, and we've had some excellent games on display here this morning Still have to remember it's only 11:15 on Sunday morning.
And it's nice to see they haven't closed up shop here. They're still using that ball. Mackenzie Davis going up there, trying to look like a forward pass there on that occasion.
The referee's called it. The crowd calling for that one.
I think so.
That was a crowd call, that one. I'm not sure which side the crowd's on here, the neutrals.
No.
I'm not sure which way they're going. I'm guessing maybe Canberra, but I could be wrong there. Hills, as we said, probably warm favourites, but been a great game so far. Brindie in front by 3. They had the first
There's
score.
that fly play again.
Long ball out wide. Winger comes across and makes a good touch there in the form of, that was, I think, Holly Nielsen in the 8.
Looked like she was limping there, the Hills winger. Hopefully she just stumbled.
Could have just been a misstep at the wrong moment. Now it's Ava Fox for the Hornets. That'll be a turnover on the last.
Their defence is very strong at the moment, Brindie. They're doing everything right at this point.
So Brindie coming out of their own end. The Territorians in front by 3. 2 scores needed by the Hornets. Inside 8.5 to go.
You can see Hills here is trying to start and start it with their defence. They're trying to rush up and put Brindie off their game. A great take there by number 8 from Brindie.
Yeah, that was a brilliant take, diving at a short forward leg. Long ball out wide. Couldn't be held.
No, it was on again, but I think number 2 from Hills would have had her covered in the corner.
That was Lily Simonson, the defender for Hills. So they make the changes here. The Hornets, Baker back on for Hills.
Good settling run there by Baker.
Mia Kalis in the 19, that's her with the ball. I'm sure she'd have to be related to that rugby league pedigree. As the ball goes forward, no, they're going to call that a forward pass.
Great hands by Baker, though, there, if they had got that away. Beautiful put down as well. They need to defend hard here, Hills, and try and force an error, which they've done.
And they've done it on the first play. Imogen Vea couldn't hold on to it. A lot of familiar rugby league names in these teams.
Sure are.
On both sides of the fence. With Chloe Baker playing the ball just outside the 7, looking for reinforcements. Here they come. That's the dangerous Mackenzie Davis. Davis has a look. Back on the inside for Michaela Bowen. Davis out of dummy half, wants Bowen to come back.
She'll be looking for a quickie here, I'd say.
Directing traffic. Davis out of dummy half. She go to Bowen again.
They're defending well.
Not giving Davis any time or space here.
Straight back to her.
Davis.
Watch for the long ball.
Davis out wide. Touch was made. It wouldn't have counted anyway. I think she ran over the touch line.
That defence is just too good at this point in time. They're following their systems perfectly.
Brindie are giving absolutely nothing to this Hills outfit. They've given them absolutely zero opportunity to get through the line at all. The touch was made, was it? Yes. That was Elise Simpson.
You don't want to let her run off again because
No.
she is fast.
She's lightning fast over 30 or 40 metres, which in touch football is about half a field. There she's with the ball again, taking it forward. 17 also out there for the Hornets, for the
Good defence.
Brindie.
They needed to make a stop there, Hills. They could not allow another try to be scored.
Nearly called them the Brumbies for the moment, Canberra. Understandable, but anyway. Simpson making the touch for Canberra. Now Hills reinforcements.
She's dummy
Piper
half
Johnston.
there, number 4, I thought. I could have been wrong.
As we see
Piper Johnson, good hands.
Cassidy Jephthah. I think that's how you pronounce her name. Apologies if that's wrong, Cassidy. She's got the ball now, the number 14. Takes it forward. Good run there. Now it's Ava Fox.
Great
Couldn't
defence
step through the
again.
line on the last. Great
Lani
diving
Hall.
play. Lani Hall with the touch on that occasion. Brindie, the clock on their side, out by 2 scores with 5 1/4 to go.
They've just had to defend hard. They'll be wanting to get some new players on here.
Here's a chance for Simpson through midfield. Nearly got through the line up the other side.
They're looking a little bit fresher, Brindie, aren't they? They've got a bit more running in their legs at this point.
He'll seem a little bit flat, a little bit flat-footed and just not on their toes. Canberra really seem up and about and on their toes. As we can see here, the charge for the line won't count this time. Turnover on the 7.
Good touch, Piper Johnson. Potentially kept her team in the game there. But time is running short for about 4.5 minutes to go in this semi-final clash.
Looks like Balmain coming out for the next match, which would be the under-16 boys, is it? Okay, the under-16 boys, Balmain and... Oh, no, sorry, under-16 girls, Balmain and... No, hang on, we've got a mix up here. We've got
boys playing girls.
That could be interesting. That could get all kinds of interesting, and we'll leave that right there. Canberra Brindie.
They've had another incomplete set there, Hills. They're really under the pump, which they're usually in front in their game, so it'll be interesting to see how they respond in this last 4 minutes, but they need to try on the board in the next couple of minutes.
As we see the Brindie side turn it over, I think that was Simpson making a rare error. She's had a very good game today. Elise Simpson, the number 14.
I think this is their chance.
They need to capitalise here. Hills, if there any chance. Baker, she's worked hard today. She'll have a spell on the sideline. Nice ball out wide for Tasha White. White has a support runner on the outside.
Oh, great
in the
finish.
corner, Lily Simonson. Simonson gets over. Makes it 6-7. Brindie in front by 1.
Game on with 3.5 minutes to go. 3-3 in the score, but again with that first try being worth 3 points, it's 7-6 to Brindie.
So 7-6 Brindie. Looks like we've got a Hills player. It might be Simonson, the try scorer, holding the ribs. I think she came off, might be just a little bit winded. Yeah. Doesn't look like anything too serious, just winded, which is quite uncomfortable having.
Sure is, when you're short of breath from doing a good run like that anyway.
Yeah, I think the dive might have
definitely
might have got her as well, but I think just winded, so no damage done there. Been a fairly good weekend with injuries. We haven't had too many.
Sure has. Haven't seen too many to this
point.
point.
Been a couple, but thankfully nothing too serious. Medicap hasn't been required on many occasions. Nearly saw Lani Hall get through the line there on the last. She'll play it on the 7.
She's solid, Lani Hall. She doesn't make many errors.
Long ball out wide to the winger in the corner, but she won't get there. They turn it over in that far corner for the Hornets. 2:20 to go. Brindie in front by 1.
Hills need to try and draw a penalty here. Brindie need to stay on side, but still be assertive in defence.
So Hornets on the attack, 10 short of halfway, their own side of the ground. Now up over the halfway line. That's a great run. The referee says no. Counts for nothing. They turn it over. 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to go in the semi-final. Brindie in front by a point. Another grandstand finish coming up in the under-18 girls semi-final. We had one with the 16 boys half an hour ago. Are we in order for another one on finals day? Brindie have it midway between the 10 and the 7. That's Quigley.
If they can get the stop here, they will definitely get another chance. They cannot let them score.
Quigley couldn't get it. Couldn't get there. I think they're appealing for a penalty. The referee's going to have a chat. I think they're appealing for a penalty there, but Hills, they might have claimed obstruction there on Quigley. Looked like she might have been obstructed or impeded.
I think they might have thought she might have got held off the play.
Yes, I thought there might have been something doing there. Ball goes to ground. Brindie with a chance to ice it. 70 seconds to go. A lot of the crowd behind the Canberra girls.
They're going to have to push up in defence here, Hills. They need to give themselves at least a few touches.
That's off Hills, so it'll be 6 more. Inside the final 60 seconds.
They can take their time here, Brindie, and just try and play out the set. Walk up to the mark.
Nothing fancy from them. Sarah Small in a dummy half. She'll get it back. That's the number 3 with it. Now they'll go to the right-hand side of the Hills defence. Ball to the outside. Touch was made.
Should be a penalty. No, 6 to go.
6 more.
That might be all she wrote.
I think that'll be just about enough. They can ruck it out from here. Canberra, even though they're on the attack, they don't need to do anything too silly here. Scott back to Chloe Smith. Now they go short side again. Smith on the second play, back to the 7.
I think we'll hear some loud squeals in about 12 seconds.
I think you might be right. The Territorians are heading to the final. They could really just tuck it under the wing and milk the clock. 3, 2, 1. Time is up. The ball goes to ground. It doesn't matter. There's the final siren. Canberra Brindie into the final of the under-18 girls with a 7-6 victory over the Hills Hornets.
Well, I just think on that occasion, Brindie just stuck to their guns and defended so well on the line. There was no way through in the second half for Hills. But I know they'll be disappointed, Hills, but a very excited and well-drilled team in Brindie. Best of luck to them for the final.
Up next, the under-16 girls. It's Balmain and Orange.